A continued failure to stop attacks in illegally annexed Crimea will anger some of the pro-Russian local population, the U.S. Institute for the Study of War announced. Although Moscow has all kinds of security forces on the peninsula, including the Russian Guard, the Kremlin will still have to deploy some of its military forces to annex Crimea, analysts say.
On the one hand, the occupying authorities tell the Crimeans that everything is okay, everyone is safe, and on the other hand, they introduce a yellow level of terrorist threat.
Local residents tell reporters that tension among the population of the annexed Crimea is growing. They say people are looking towards the Kerch Bridge. In addition, there are many ads on the internet about the sale of cars in Crimea, where it is written, quote, "I'm selling a car urgently due to a move." Apartments are also for sale. It is relatively quiet in the Yalta area, but there are few buses. Visitors take taxis and the drivers have doubled their prices. For example, it is now impossible to get to Sevastopol via the Kerch Bridge for less than 5,000 rubles. These are 3,000 hryvnias. At the same time, there was a wave of refusals from booked rooms. People say about explosions at the airport and other incidents that it was 200% sabotage. Marina, hotel owner in Portnit, Crimea, Ukraine, in an anonymous interview with the Novaya Vremya newspaper. According to the Association of Tour Operators of Russia, the tourist flow to the occupied Crimea has halved. There is no less panic in Sevastopol chat rooms. Crimeans share worrisome, unsubstantiated assumptions with each other.
My sister's husband is a Federal Security Service officer. She called, said to pack my things and leave urgently. A planned missile attack on the Kerch Bridge will take place on August 24.
At the same time, the Russian occupation authorities of Crimea are trying to silence everyone who reacts to explosions and strikes in the annexed Crimea with public accusations, says Rifat Chubarov, head of the Majlis of the Crimean Tatar people.
This is understandable. Even the most ardent fans of Russia are already hysterical, since they began to realize that they will have to leave the stolen peninsula. Rifat Chubarov, head of the Majlis of the Crimean Tatar people, on Facebook.
The panic among the occupying authorities of Crimea will proportionately affect the number of repressions against different categories of residents of the annexed peninsula, predicts the public organization Crimea SOS.
First of all, these are the Crimean Tatars, who have recently been searched. They will now look for someone to blame and will set people against each other as much as possible. And accordingly, this repressive machine, which has been in Crimea for the last 8 years, will only increase the pressure. We expect that there will be significantly more cases of persecution of people.
At the direction of the occupying authorities, leaflets were hung in Sevastopol churches, according to the Crimean Tatar Resource Center. They advise Crimeans to immediately contact the security forces if drones are detected.
During the sermon, parishioners were asked to carefully watch strangers, keep an eye on unattended bags and carry less things with them. Eskender Bariev, member of the Majlis of the Crimean Tatar people, on Facebook.
We continue to check those who leave the annexed peninsula. Crimea SOS coordinators say that Ukrainians are inspected with special attention. For them, Crimea remains the only way for a more or less safe evacuation from the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions. Reported by Marina Stepanenko, Julia Bezborodko, UATV News.